Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man Druuill, and you already know I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every chosen vessel to press that like button, press that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, salute to the galactic family and salute to Drew Nation. Let's get right into the video. Your enemies have more power over their own life than yours, and they don't even use that. That should tell you something. People don't have power over anybody's life but their own, right? It's only a perceived reality to where you think somebody has power over you or they think they have power over you. They really don't have any more power over you than what you give them. They have more power over their own life. So it would benefit them more to try to control what they have going on internally, so that way they won't be looking at things they won't be looking at things and viewing them from a negative way externally. But some people, they don't see the need to fix themselves. They see it as, you're making me feel this way, so I have to come at you some type of way. I have to try my best to project this feeling that I'm feeling back onto you. And they're only causing themselves more strife and more stress in doing that. They're wasting their own time, and they're wasting their life feeling certain ways about people, feeling negatively about people, and this is causing problems for them. They think that this is something that makes them more powerful. They think this is something that makes them greater, or it makes them stronger. But in reality, it shows how weak they really are. It doesn't show any presence of strength. All right, because strong people don't have to make enemies. Strong people don't have to try to bring other people down. They don't have to try to destroy others or make other people feel uncomfortable. All right, they don't have to act out on their insecurities, because if there's anything that they feel insecure about, they'll fix it. Right? They'll spend time and work on themselves. They'll spend time and work on their mind, retrain their brain, so that way they don't have to deal with that. But not everybody thinks like that. In a perfect world, yes, but that unfortunately, we don't live in a perfect world. You just have to do your best to create a perfect reality for yourself, right? And that's just creating a reality that is the best you could make it, to the best of your ability. But when you follow God's laws, you can't help but live your best life. All right. And unfortunately, that's what everybody isn't doing. Everybody is not following God's laws. Everybody is not putting their best effort into their own life. So what you have is people trying to control people who are taking charge in their life. All right. You're taking charge in your life. People may not like that, but they see it. So once you are in the race of life, and people who are competing against you that you're unaware of are competing against you, once you start to get out in the front, even though they may have things, they may have more than you, their life may be better than yours, but it's something about you that's putting you ahead of them, and they can feel it, and so can you. And instead of them praising you and admiring you for it, they look down on you for it, and they want to try to stop you for it. So what you have to do, all right, they want to stop you for it because you're euphoric. All right, they want to try to stop your euphoric vibes. All right, your vibes are very high. You're very high vibrational. And when you're a very high vibrational person and you're around low vibrational beings, their activities are their actions, the way they are, the things they do, are going to get to you a little bit. But All you have to do is just learn how to control your mind, and that's a whole nother video. If you catch what I'm saying, all right. But your enemies have more power over their own life. Everybody has power over their own life. They just don't choose to exercise it. These are people that aren't taking charge in their life, but you're taking charge in your life. They're not finding out what their gifts and talents are. I'm pretty sure a lot of your enemies or a lot of people who have a beef with you are very talented or very gifted at something. They just haven't picked up their bed and walked. They don't want to be persecuted. They don't want to be nailed to the cross over their gift. You have to be persecuted. You have to be nailed to the cross over your gift. You have to be made fun of. You have to go through the stages where you're whack, where you're not good, where you don't know what you're doing, but you want to do it so bad, and your interest level is so high that you're willing to not be good. You're willing to do it wrong until you get it right. But for some odd reason, there are people that don't want to go through the process of learning, of becoming better, of making themselves into something, but they want to hate on the people that do. They know there's more to you than meets the eye. All right, Transformers, more than meets the eye. All right, you're a you're a bumblebee. You're an Autobot. Okay, you're an Autobot. All right, you got to be careful with certain words today. All right, you're an Autobot. Okay, keeping it positive. All right, you're an Autobot. All right, and there are the deceptions out there. Okay, so you got to watch out for those deceptions. You got to watch out for the deceptive ones. All right, you're a chosen one. You're an Autobot. Starscream, that's you. All right, you have to watch out for the deceptive ones. All right, and they're not going to be the ones who are going to want to put in the work. They're going to be the ones who laugh at people who do put in the work, laugh at the person who goes to the library instead of going to the club, laughing at the person that rather go study than go hang out with everybody. All right, laugh at the person that rather get their bread up by any means necessary. So it may look to other people like they don't have it, but in all actuality, that person has a master plan to where they're putting some things in place for themselves. All right, they're master peeing it out. They're Young Jeezy in it out. Young Jeezy, that was all real money on that album cover. Once I figured that out, I was like, all right, okay, all right, I like that. That's for me right there. Whenever you see something that someone does and they're doing better than you that you would like to do yourself or something similar in the same aspect, you would say, that's for me. You don't get jealous at them. You don't get angry at them for having something that you would want or a gift or a talent that they possess that you wish you could possess. Everyone has something good that they can do. Go watch that video I made. You think that God didn't give you anything, or you think you don't have anything. That's your problem. God gives us all something to do where we can shine, where we can succeed, be successful, get rich, be prosperous. We all have an amazing gift within us. Only few, many are called, few are chosen. Only few will pick up the phone, answer the call, and go out and be talented. All right, because people, believe it or not, the people who are laughing at you are afraid to fail. The people who are laughing at you are afraid to fail. The people who are on the sideline watching you play the game, even if you're losing, they're afraid to fail. It'd be different if they were. It'd be different if they were in the game. Then maybe at least you could learn something from them. They're laughing at me because I don't know this. Okay, cool. I can figure that out, and then boom, I'm up there. Not that it matters to them or me, but I'll just know, and then I'll be able to play. I'll be able to play better. But they're just on the sideline, not even playing, pointing the finger at you for trying to get to a new level in life. Isn't that sad? That's something, but it's a sad something, okay? Because it's a sad somebody. It's a sad somebody mentality. All right, you can't have a sad mentality. You got to have a glad mentality. And if you're watching this video, I know you are able to find things to be glad about instead of things to be sad about. All right. We always are finding things to be glad about over things to be sad about. And your enemies don't like to see that joy on you. They don't like to see that happiness on you. So what do they like to do? They want to try to control that, try to stifle that and squash it, stop it by any means necessary, create problems, create negativity, create altercations, try to ruffle your feathers, but they don't understand you're under the wings of God. All right, they don't understand God's got you under his wings. All right, and that ain't nothing but the devil. You trying to ruffle my feathers, but they're not my feathers, homeboy. They're not my feathers, homegirl. I'm under the wings of God. You ruffling his feathers, not mine. All right, so if I was you, I would tread lightly. So, all right, your enemies have more power over their own life, especially when you believe in God. Anybody comes against you, who could be against you when God is for you? Yo, they're coming up against God. So you have nothing to worry about. Let push that worry to the side. All right. They have more control over their own life and they don't use it. They're not using the control they have over their own life. They should be. They should be taking control of their life. They should be doing more things with their life. They should be focused on themselves and trying to create a reality that they would love to be in instead of hating on you for doing just that. They're upset and mad because you want to do better with yourself instead of stay on the same level as everybody else. You rather do better for yourself than stay on the same level as everybody else. And that's a good thing. And you're going to attract disdain for that. You're going to attract miserable people who have contempt towards you. All right, because they see you leveling up. They see you out in front. They see you in their mind behind them. They see that they think they should be in front of you and they think you should be behind them. But because of what you're doing for yourself with your mind, with your life, you're putting yourself ahead of others, and they're taking out how they feel on you because of that. That's what all the imaginary beefs are. People starting with you for no reason that you don't even really have anything to do with, because you're on another level of life. You're choosing different things for yourself. You're creating your own reality. You're exiting the matrix, and people are doing whatever they could try to do to put you back to sleep so that way you don't get free. It's like back in slavery when a slave would tell on another slave for trying to escape the plantation. They're trying to tell on you for trying to escape the plantation in the modern times of the era that we live in, with you just trying to work on yourself. All right, the modern day plantations are in the mind, and when you're leveling up and when you're trying to leave negative places in your mind, right, the devil uses people to try to bring you back. So it's like you're trying to leave, you're trying to exit, and then the powers that be, generational curses, dark forces, are like, not so easy, MF. You ain't getting up out of here that easy, not without a fight. But guess what? You've been working on your mind. You've been bettering your life and strengthening your mind. All right, you went from a weak mind to a strong mind. Now you're ready to fight. Now you're equipped to battle because you've been going to God. You've been praying. You've been reading. You've been reading your Bible. You've been reading sacred books and all these types of things. You've been studying, watching good videos like this one. All right, you've been just doing things to become a better person and a better version of yourself because you want more out of life. And people can sense that. They see you have a high vibration. They see that you stay to yourself, so they assume you're up to something. They see that they think it's something that you may be hiding from them, but all you're doing is not being sneaky. You're not being shifty. All right. They think they got to watch their back around you. All you're doing is keeping your business to yourself because you have a plan and you have a greater idea about yourself that people would shoot down. People want to control your view of yourself. So when you have a great view of yourself, you can't be around people who would shoot you down and project the opposite. You have to keep that to yourself most of the times because a lot of people aren't as open-minded as you. All right, they don't think as big as you do, and they're not creative, so they can't see. All right, they don't have a vision. Those who don't have a vision perish. People without a vision perish. They don't have a vision. So if you try to explain your vision to certain people, the ideas in their mind is going to perish, and it could possibly perish in your mind, depending on how much validation you could possibly be seeking from this person by going to tell them your business in the first place, which you should be keeping it to yourself. You shouldn't be seeking validation from other people with your goals and your dreams. That's something between you and God and your angels that you keep very personal and near dear to yourself. But everyone has a certain amount of power over themselves, an extreme amount of power over themselves, to where you should be working on you and trying to manipulate you, not trying to manipulate others. The mind is very powerful, and everybody should be exercising their own mind and improving their own thoughts and how they feel about themselves. The reason why people try to attack you is because they're so negative. They can't stand that light. That positivity in you is a light. It destroyed the darkness in you, and it disturbs the darkness in others. When you destroy the darkness in yourself, there's more light in you, and that light keeps growing, and it starts to destroy the darkness in the world. And when there are people asleep and the demons in them don't want to wake up, now their spirit becomes disturbed. So now that's when you have people that become your enemy. You're shining and they don't like it. And what is in them that doesn't like it? That demon that they don't let go, that demon of jealousy that gets them upset when they're around other people who are doing better than them, that demon of hate that doesn't like people who are different or who are smart or intellectual or who are liked or likable. All right, there are certain things in people that make people upset because of the qualities that they have, and other people wish they had these qualities. You do, my brother, you do, my sister, just on a different level. You have different qualities about yourself that are good. You just have to start exercising them and developing them. Don't hate on the people who spent the time and turned themselves from something to nothing. All right, everybody had to start somewhere and begin to think something of themselves, even when they felt like nothing, even when they may have looked like nothing, even if they may have been nothing. They had to start somewhere and tell themselves that they were something, so that way they could have something, be something, and eventually do something with their life and themselves. Everybody got to start from ground zero. Everybody got to build themselves up from scratch. You got to start somewhere, and there are people that don't like to see you have the confidence to start from somewhere. It's like Noah with the ark. You're building your ark, and they're hating on you for building your ark. You're like, yo, there's gonna be a flood of success. There's gonna be a flood of money. They're like, you're crazy. We don't believe you. You can't have that. Okay, just like they told Noah, you're crazy. Nothing's gonna come. We don't believe you. Noah said, all right, get these animals up on here. Get everybody up on here who knows the truth, and we out. See y'all. What Erica Badu do? I see you next lifetime. However that song goes. All right. But yo, they have more power over their own life, and they're not using it. So if you are having problems with people, you really have to analyze the person trying to cause you problems. Don't so much analyze the problem. All right. Separate the person from the problem and look at the person. You already know what this person's trying to do. You know they're energy vampire, narcissist, gang stalker, monitoring spirit, manipulator, whatever. You know that's the issue. But what type of person is this? Is this somebody that you need to be taking what they're saying or what they're trying to do as valuable or as powerful or as something that is so strong that it can steal your focus and steal your energy and rent space in your mind? Because I guarantee you it's not. I guarantee you have some more better things you could be thinking about. You're just letting this steal your focus because you might be addicted to having problems and the stress chemicals that get released from when you have an issue or a bad day. So now you start to dwell on these things because that's where your train of thought is used to being concerned with, and that's where your mind is used to being at, and that's the level of life you're used to being on. So you have to get off that level of life. You have to see yourself as bigger than your problems. You have to elevate yourself from having problems and letting them get to you to where you don't have solutions, because you'll focus on the problem so much that you won't have solutions. And that's what people do. People get so caught up in their problems, their lives become negative. They see people working on their lives who are getting rid of their problems and they're problem free, and in their mind, all right, and any other problem, they just see it as a challenge that God is going to allow them to overcome, or that they've already overcome with the power of their mind. So they already won ahead of time, and when whatever comes at them, it's like shwa, shwa. They just battle it and fight it, right? So in this game of life, in this game of life, so if your enemies took more power over their own life, over themselves, and with what they wanted to do and what they wanted to be, they wouldn't see you as an enemy anymore. Because instead of competing with you, instead of being so focused on what you can do and your ability and your greatness and your skill, they'd be focused on what they can do and what they're good at and what's going to make them rich and powerful and successful in their life, so that way they could feed their family and make their life better and do the things that they want to do and have the life that they want to have. Because everybody wants greater out of life, they just deny it. And it takes a real person to be like, yo, I want this. Some people don't even know what they want. You gotta know what you want. All right, your enemies, I guarantee you, they don't know what they want. I guarantee you, you know what you want, and that's what you're focused on instead of them. So what do they try to do? Control you, manipulate you, steal your attention. They aren't mature enough to know what they want in life or what they want to be. So when they're still in they see life as the game, in the sense of, I'm just going to play around. I'm not going to take life seriously. Life is a game, but you have to play it in a way to where you do take it seriously about what you want. There's time to play, laugh, ha ha, he he, all that good stuff. But when it comes to you being a mature adult and figuring out what you want, so that way the child in you gets to live forever, then what you should do is try to figure out what it is you want to be, so that way you could be happy. All right, because if that child in you is not living, you ain't gonna be happy. So you have to still be an adult, but still you don't have to become old in your mind. You can still be that person that you want to be. You don't have to mentally change. Being growing in wisdom doesn't make you bitter. It shouldn't make you bitter. You're supposed to be learning more, doing more with your life, learning new things, improving the way you think about things, changing perspectives and perceptions, so that way your mind and what you know doesn't become outdated, so you don't feel negative about certain things. You can get over things. You become better instead of bitter, and you become helpful instead of being hurtful towards yourself and others. All right. So people just need to take more control over their own life. You're taking control over your life. You're not letting people control your life. So the people you're not letting control your life are mad. They want to control you. They want you to do their bidding. They want to they want you to let them destroy you. They want to crack jokes on you, crack subliminals, drain your energy, put you down when you're around, treat you like a clown, you know. But you're not with that anymore. You see through it. All right, stop the films. Stop the films. You're trying to go to Flavor Town. Stop the films. You're trying to go to Flavor Town, and they trying to stop you from being the salt of the earth. They trying to stop you from doing the 40 water. You putting your little pizzazz on it. You're putting your little seasoning on it. All right, you're dripping. All right, and they don't want you. You're dripping sauce straight up, and they don't want you to go to Flavor Town. Stop the films. All right, not this film, not this. Don't stop this film because you want to become better. But tell your enemy, stop the films. Stop the films. There's no flavor in this house. All right, and you live in the house of flavor. They don't got no flavor in their house, and they're mad. They mad you won't give them the sauce, right? They mad you won't give them the recipe. You worked for the recipe. You went out, found your herbs, your spices. All right, you got your little vinegar, your salt, your pepper. I can't tell you nothing else. I can't say nothing else. But all right, yo, Druuill's barbecue sauce coming soon. All right, yo, Druuill's honey mustard. We got all types of flavors. All right, and yo, check my history because we actually do got a sauce. All right, we actually do got a sauce. All right, so you might could be one. All right, it might could possibly be something right there. All right. But anybody with a manufacturing company, holla at your main man Drew too. Let's put it in works. Let's get this idea. Let's get this idea going. Let's get some billions. Okay, let's get some billions. All right. So your enemies have to control themselves. Everybody got to control themselves. Everybody has to take power over their life and control their life. Because if you don't, you're going to be wasting your time and your effort, and things aren't going to be working out as you planned, and you're going to be looking at everybody with the evil eye because they're living their life, doing more with their life, being happier and positive, and you're mad, focused on what everyone else is doing. So stop doing that, enemies. Focus on yourself, better yourself. All right. And that tells us something. That tells other people that you're weak and you're not strong. All right, the strong man, the strong woman doesn't have to put people down. She doesn't have to take her mind off of herself. He doesn't have to focus on what other people are doing unless he's using it for inspiration. All right, I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, salute to Drew Nation, salute to the Galactic family, and shout out to the GCVs. Shout out to the chosen vessels. All right, everybody, smash that like button, hit that share button. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. This has been another DrewTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. We lit and we out. Peace.